If you follow golf, you've seen the name everywhere lately. Jackson Koivun. But here's the thing, just a few months ago, most people had no idea who he was. So what changed? Why is a 21-year-old college kid suddenly trending alongside names like Scottie Scheffler and Rory McIlroy? Is he really that good, or is this just hype? Let me tell you something, this isn't hype. This is the arrival of a generational talent. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why the golf world can't stop talking about him. Let's start with the basics. Jackson Koivun is a 21-year-old golfer from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, who just finished his junior season at Auburn University. But calling him just a college golfer is like calling Tiger Woods a guy who plays golf sometimes. It's technically true, but it misses the point entirely. Koivun has been playing golf since he was a kid, growing up in San Jose, California, where he honed his game at Santa Teresa Golf Club. He was a top recruit, ranked as the #1 player in his class by the AJGA. He won big junior tournaments, the Rolex Tournament of Champions, the Dustin Johnson World Juniors, and had his pick of colleges. But even then, nobody could have predicted what was coming. When he chose Auburn over Duke, North Carolina, and Tennessee, he wasn't just picking a school. He was picking a place where he'd make history. What makes Koivun different isn't just talent, it's the complete package. He's got the ball striking, the putting, the mental game, and the kind of quiet confidence that makes you believe he belongs. And the numbers? They're almost unbelievable. He holds the NCAA record for career scoring average at 68.89, nearly 0.6 of a stroke better than the next best. In golf, that gap is massive. Now let's talk about what he actually did at Auburn, because this is where the story gets crazy. Koivun arrived at Auburn in 2023 and immediately took over college golf. As a freshman, he won the SEC individual title, was named SEC Player of the Year, SEC Freshman of the Year, and became the first freshman since Justin Thomas to win the Haskins Award, given to the nation's top college golfer. He also helped Auburn win its first ever NCAA national championship. As a freshman. But here's the thing, he didn't stop. Some players have a great freshman year and then fade. Koivun got better. As a sophomore, he won 3 more times, repeated as SEC Player of the Year, and became the first player in 49 years to win back-to-back SEC titles. He also became just the 3rd player ever to earn a PGA Tour card through the PGA Tour University Accelerated program, at 20 years old. And then came his junior season. This is where he went from really good to legendary. He won 6 of his 13 tournament starts, including a 3rd consecutive SEC individual championship, something that hadn't been done since 1967. He broke the NCAA single-season scoring average record at 68.20, beating out Colin Morikawa's mark. And he became the first player in history to win all 3 National Player of the Year awards, the Haskins, Hogan, and Nicklaus, twice. Oh, and he also led Auburn to another national championship. So 2 titles in 3 years. 11 career wins, tied for 7th in NCAA history, tied for 1st in SEC history, and 1st in Auburn history. By the time his junior season ended, there was nothing left to prove. He had rewritten the record books. But the biggest question was still unanswered. Could he do it against the pros? Here's the part that really makes people's jaws drop. Koivun didn't wait until he turned pro to show what he could do against the world's best. Last summer, still an amateur, he played in 7 PGA Tour events. 7. And in those 7 events, he made the cut in 6 of them. But it's not just that he made cuts, it's where he finished. He had 4 straight top 11 finishes, T11 at the John Deere Classic, T6 at the ISCO Championship, T5 at the Wyndham Championship, and T4 at the Procore Championship. Let that sink in. A college kid, playing against players who do this for a living, finishing in the top 10 multiple times. He was just 3 strokes behind Scottie Scheffler at the Procore Championship. Scottie Scheffler, the world #1. And then this year, at the 2026 US Open at Shinnecock Hills, he played in his final event as an amateur and finished tied for 23rd at 5 over par, sharing low amateur honors. He shot a final round 68, the best final round for an amateur at a US Open since Victor Hovland in 2019. For context, Hovland turned pro shortly after and became a multiple-time PGA Tour winner. So if Koivun is following that path, the future looks very bright. So why didn't he turn pro earlier? He had his tour card after his sophomore season. He could have left Auburn and started making millions right away. But here's the thing, Koivun is mature beyond his years. He admitted that while his golf game was ready, he wasn't mentally ready to leave college. He wasn't prepared for the travel, the grind, the constant pressure of the pro life. So he made the decision to stay one more year, and it turned out to be the best choice he could have made. "I just knew I wasn't ready," he said. "It was kind of a game-time decision, and I'm very happy I made that decision." And that extra year paid off. He dominated even more, won another national title, broke more records, and proved to himself that he was ready. By the time December of 2025 came around, he had made the decision he would turn pro after the US Open. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Turning pro means he gives up a major exemption. He was also eligible for the 2026 Open Championship at Royal Birkdale, but that required him staying an amateur. He decided it was worth it. And honestly, with the way he's playing, he'll probably qualify for majors soon enough anyway. He also signed a deal with Melbourne, the lifestyle golf brand, making him the newest face of their roster alongside Jason Day and Charlie Hull. That's a big move for a guy who hasn't even played his first pro event yet. So what's next for Jackson Koivun? His professional debut is set for the John Deere Classic, July 1st 5, at TPC Deere Run, a course where he already finished T11 last year as an amateur. He's got family connections in the area, and he knows he can play well there. It's the perfect place to start. But beyond that, the expectations are huge. Data Golf already ranks him as the best amateur since they started tracking stats in 2010, ahead of John Ram, Ludwig Aberg, Jordan Spieth, and Victor Hovland. Those are some big names to be compared to. And here's what's interesting. Koivun is aware of all of this. He knows people expect great things. He also knows that the transition to pro golf isn't always smooth. He's mentally preparing for the struggles, not just the success. "I'm trying to mentally prepare for the fact that it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows out there," he told Sports Illustrated. "There's a different aspect to the PGA Tour versus college golf." But his mindset is perfect. He's not putting pressure on himself to win immediately. He's focused on getting comfortable, staying present, and taking things week by week. And that kind of approach, combined with his ridiculous talent, makes him a very dangerous player. So why is everyone talking about Jackson Koivun? Because he's already proven he belongs. He's already beaten some of the best players in the world. And he hasn't even started his pro career yet. If he lives up to even half the hype, we are looking at the next big star in golf. And that's exactly why you need to start paying attention right now.